right, welcome to Friday Morning Fuel. I'm Coach Danny. Thank you so much for joining me today. Our recipe for today is going to be a savory oatmeal bowl. So, for those of you that got the email yesterday, you might be wondering, what the heck is this going to taste like? I assure you, it is delicious. So, oatmeal is typically one of those breakfast items that are more of like the sweet breakfast item, right? We top it maybe with yogurt, berries, fruit, granola, add a little honey on it. It's usually that sweet breakfast item, but I want to show you that you can switch it around. Oatmeal doesn't have to be boring, contrary to popular belief, right? Oatmeal can be really versatile, I think that's the word. And so we're going to try a savory version of a classic breakfast item. So I want you to think of this like a rice bowl just for breakfast. Okay, so oatmeal has a lot of great benefits to it. Whole grain, great, high in fiber, and also high in protein, a little bit higher in protein than rice, which is why it would be a great substitute for rice, and to start your morning off with a high breakfast or a high protein item for your breakfast, okay? And then I also want to talk to you all about what I call the secret to success, keeping it simple in our health habits. But first, let's go ahead and get these ingredients cooking, and then we will chat for a bit. So, I'm going to start with a cup of oatmeal. So, a serving is half cup dry. I'm going to make 2 servings here, so I'm going to do a whole cup. And with oatmeal, it's usually that like 2-to-1 ratio. Oops, sorry. Let me not do that one first. Let's get our bone broth on there heated first, and then we'll add the oatmeal. Alright, so we're going to be using bone broth, and we're going to do half bone broth, half water. So we're going to do a cup of bone broth and a cup of water. And 2 reasons I'm doing this. 1, bone broth is just going to add a little bit more of that like savoriness to the oatmeal. And 2, bone broth has a lot of great health benefits. One of them being collagen, which is really beneficial for your joint and bone health. And then also skin, hair, nails. Alright, adding a cup of water. So I'm going to turn this on and bring it to a boil. I'm going to let that heat up. So talk to you all a little bit about the benefits of collagen. So collagen, as I mentioned, the collagen in bone broth is helpful for joint health, bone and joint health, and preventing osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. And it is also high in calcium and magnesium. And it's also helpful for like a sleep aid. Not necessarily like to drink bone broth to help you go to sleep, but having bone broth in your diet helps you to have better sleep patterns, and in addition to helping to heal your gut from inflammation. So I believe that we all, to some extent, have some version of like leaky gut syndrome. And alright, give me just a second. So for those of you live on Instagram, our Skype call is having some issues. For those of you on Skype, can you see me? Is everything good? I feel like the connection was off. For those of you on Skype, just let me know if it's like yes, no. Interesting. Okay, well, we will continue because we are live on Instagram. Anyway, so as I was saying, leaky gut syndrome. I believe that to some extent we all have some amount of leaky gut syndrome. So that is where the walls of like our intestines kind of become permeable from inflammation due to processed foods, sugars. Kind of the walls sort of become permeable, and nutrients can leak out into your bloodstream, which causes inflammation. But bone broth helps to kind of repair the gut lining, right? and helps you improve your gut health and your digestive health as well. So lots of wins for bone broth. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add in our oatmeal. So we're gonna do a cup of oatmeal. As I mentioned earlier, a serving is half cup dry, so I'm gonna make 2 servings here. And we will let that simmer and cook. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'm actually gonna add a little bit of sea salt. Okay, so our savory oatmeal is cooking. Let's talk about keeping things simple, okay? So one of the things that I notice frequently, especially being a health and fitness coach, is we like to overcomplicate things, especially when it comes to our health goals, right? We like to kind of make this long checklist of items like I need to exercise, I need to meditate, I need to drink water, I need to eat healthy, and whatever it is, I need to sleep better. So you have this like whole list, and it becomes so overwhelming that you don't want to do any of it. I mean, who would? That's such a long to-do list, right? So I want to talk to you about keeping it simple. Like, take a step back, take a deep breath, and remember that you don't have to do all of the things at once or at the same time, right? You can pick one thing, master it, and then move on. And I'll tell you why that works, okay? So identifying one small thing and mastering it. So just like doing one thing, like for example, something I've been doing to start my day is making what I call morning water. So I start my morning with a cup of warm water. I add a little bit of sea salt, lemon, and chia seeds to it for hydration benefits. But it's not even about the hydration benefits of it. It's the art of mastering this simple task in the morning, right? Doing this one small thing helps me to mentally say, okay, awesome, I accomplished this small thing. I can do the next thing, right? And so it's like this boost of confidence because I can assure you, that the negative self-talk that we encounter when we, set ourselves up for, I'm going to exercise every single day for an hour, and I'm also going to go on a walk, and also going to eat keto, whatever it is, and you don't do it, it doesn't happen, then you get frustrated. You start having this negative self-talk, and I assure you that negative self-talk is a lot more defeating than skipping your workout. It's a lot more defeating than whatever cheat meal, than having pizza for dinner, right? That negative self-talk is going to keep you from moving forward more than not doing the thing you said you would do. So by identifying one small, simple thing, like starting your day with a glass of water, is going to help you build better habits that are then going to help you actually accomplish your goal, right? So if you can master having that glass of water in the morning, you're like, damn, that seems way too easy. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds, you're telling me to drink a glass of water? Absolutely. I know it seems so simple. It's almost silly because it's so simple that it's what? But by mastering that one small thing, okay, kind of triggers something in your brain to say, okay, I can do this. I can do this one small thing, and I can do the next thing. And so it's this process called habit stacking, where once we've mastered our one small thing, then we can start to add on something else, okay? So I'm working on doing meditation in the mornings, and it has been a trial and error thing for me. I do it consistently for a while, and I forget to do it, and I don't do it for a while. So for me, my cup of water in the morning is helping me kind of get into that mentality of like, okay, I can accomplish this, and so I'm going to add that on to my morning water, right? So I can set something up like, after I drink my morning water, I'm going to do 5 minutes of meditation, right? And I'm keeping it simple. I don't have to start with, 10, 15 minutes of meditation. I can start with 2 or 3 minutes or 5 and master that before I add on anything else, because it is the consistency that really matters. So if you have set up a goal for this year and you are feeling overwhelmed by it, it's probably too complicated. So when you set up your goals, it should be something that you say, yeah, I can do this every day. So if your diet plan, your exercise plan, if it's something you feel like, yeah, I can do this every day for the rest of my life, that is what's going to be successful. Okay, that is what's going to help you be consistent and achieve your goals. Think about like business goals, right? So all my employees here are in business. You understand business, and you set like a sales goal, or whatever goal your team sets. What happens when you accomplish that goal? Like, you work really hard, you exhaust yourself, you accomplish that goal, and then what happens? You set another goal, right? Then it's like you move that goalpost and you move on to the next thing. And then it's just like you're doing it all over again, and you're just repeating the cycle of like a goal, and you're like, it's a never-ending cycle. And like with weight loss, right? We set this goal to lose 10 pounds, and what happens when you lose 10 pounds? Then you have to maintain it, right? So this is what I'm talking about, is don't overcomplicate things. Keep them simple so that you feel like, I can do this forever. And that's kind of the secret to making it a lifestyle change versus like, I just want to accomplish this goal. The other thing is, another way I see people complicating things is trying to do it alone. Okay, I'm going to pause there for a second. So I'm going to heat up just a little bit of oil and going to fry some eggs. So I'm going to top my breakfast bowl with eggs this morning. So a great way to add some protein to your breakfast bowl. So I'm a little nervous. I've never cracked an egg on live TV. Or actually, we did make breakfast tacos one time, I think, right? But I scrambled them, so we'll see this like fried egg situation. Okay, so my eggs are on the skillet. My oatmeal is just about done. I'm just gonna keep it warm on low. Okay, so that's saying, another way I see people complicating things is thinking that I have to do it alone. We see this often in the fitness industry of like, oh, well, I'm just gonna lose 10 pounds first and then I'll hire a trainer. Or I'm gonna do this paleo diet first and then I'll hire a nutritionist, right? It's like we want to do the work first before hiring the person or for seeking the person that helps us do the work efficiently. So just want to remind you all that, yes, you can, excuse me, you can do it alone. I'm just saying you don't have to, right? You all have access to trainers, right, as part of your employee benefits. You have 5 excellent trainers on your Exos team that are here to help you, right? We're here to guide you and support you. We're obviously not going to do the work for you, but we're here to help you set up for success, help you find those ways to keep it simple and sustainable so that you can feel confident and say, yeah, I can do this for the rest of my life. I can do this every day. And that is how you should feel about your approach to your goals. Like, if it's something that you wake up and you're like, I don't want to go, like, it's likely not something that's sustainable for you. And just remember, like, we're all very different. So the things that work for us may not work for someone else, and vice versa. right? So there's lots of different strategies, but you have to find a thing that is very simple and attainable for you. And even if that means like starting your day with a glass of water, right? Because it's not about the act of drinking the water, it's about the habit that you're building, the behavior change, and it's implementing strategies that set you up for success. Okay? So keep it simple, ask for help, and keep doing it. So that's my coaching tip for the day. All right? Okay, well, let's get on with our oatmeal bowl. Our oatmeal is ready. So I'm going to start with spinach at the bottom. So I'm going to add in some greens to the bottom of my bowl. Lots of hydrating veggies that are also our prevent in our 4 pillars of Exos nutrition. Alright, gonna add in half of this oatmeal on here. Right, our eggs are almost done. Where's my lid? Up here. Okay. I'm going to cover that just to help it cook a little bit faster. But we'll add in the other parts first. So I'm also going to add in some peppers. Again, just adding in some hydrating veggies to our bowl. Okay. And got a little avocado on here. Gonna do a fourth of the avocado, because that is our serving size. So half of the half. And while our eggs are finishing up, I'm going to show you all how to make this secret magic sauce that literally goes well on everything. Okay, so I've got honey, coconut aminos, which is an alternative to soy sauce, and sriracha. Okay, there's no like formula for it. There's no recipe ratio. That's the word, because it kind of just depends on how like sweet, spicy, salty you want it. So just make it to your preference. So just a little bit of coconut amino. So this is our salty part of it. Adding in a little honey. And then adding in, how does this work? Do I just squeeze it? Okay, wrong part of the lid. A little bit of sriracha. Okay, and then I'm going to just mix it up. This is magic sauce, okay? It goes well on your breakfast bowl, on your dinner bowl, your salad bowl. Maybe just one more minute on the eggs, and then we'll be done. And that's our savory breakfast bowl. Alright, this is one of those awkward times where I'm like, what's happening? I don't know what to say. Does anyone have any questions? Let me know. Let me know if you want to, if you're planning to try this, or if you think it's like really weird to do like a savory oatmeal bowl. So those fried eggs, I always get really nervous because I don't want to like burn the bottom, but you also want to make sure the like top is cooked. You know, like the yolk is cooked. All right, get my spatula. And the yolk broke. That's okay. down to our bowl. Alright, so there we have it. We have our breakfast bowl, our savory oatmeal bowl. I'm going to just top it off with a little of our magic sauce. And you have a savory, delicious, and nutritious breakfast bowl. Okay, so that is our Friday morning fuel for today. I hope that this inspires you to give oatmeal another chance, a different chance, and try it in a different way. All right, let me know if you try it and if you like it, and thank you so much for joining us for Friday morning fuel this week. We will see you next week. Bye, everyone.